Now perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I have already started recording. I think
Okay.
you started. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, ma'am. Good evening. I'm very nice, very good. What about you?
I'm also fine. And yes, we are meeting for the first time, so I want to know more about you.
Okay. So thank you so much. So firstly, I am Naziya Khan. I am from Madhya Pradesh. If we talk about my qualifications, so I have done my master in English literature with it, bachelor of education also. And my hobby is always learning new things, listening podcasts, reading a book. And by profession, I am a teacher and I am mother too. I have two kids, and currently I am working on my English fluency and communication skills. So that's the reason I'm YouTuber too. So there I make video like conversation. So that's all about it.
Okay, that's really great. So are you a teacher? What subject you are teaching?
Okay, ma'am. Before I taught in English at school, but currently I'm not going to school because my younger baby only 1 year old. So I'm
Okay, okay, okay. That's great.
yeah,
So how many kids do you have? Like two kids?
yeah, ma'am. My daughter is 8 years old and my son only 1 year old.
Oh wow. So how is the bonding between two kids? Like 8 years and 1 year. There's a huge gap, I think. So like
Yes, ma'am.
how is the bonding?
She's like a mother. She supports me a lot. Like she cares a lot. Her brother. Every time she support me, and he want to. I am very uh, tension free that time. My son with my daughter, so that's okay for me. So she is my supporter like that.
That's really nice. That's like girls are like this. And
Yeah.
I cannot leave my younger one with my older one just not even for a second.
Oh,
This is the scene, when my older one is playing on the table or with any of his toys, he
mm-hmm.
makes sure that the younger one should not be around him. He asked me, Mama, just hold him in your lap. Do not let him on the floor. Otherwise,
Okay,
he will disturb me. This is how,
okay.
and it's
What
very
is
difficult.
what is his age?
The elder one is like 5.5 years, and younger one is
Okay,
only 10 months.
okay. He's not too much mature, ma'am. Only five and
But
but
still, he
girls
will
are
turn
more
6.
mature than boys.
Yes, that's what I'm telling
Maybe
you.
this
Girls are
also is
very
no so, but she is 8 years old, so that's the reason she has a responsible for that. I have a younger brother. That's the reason she take care of him.
That's great. That's great. Okay, let's come to the point. Why are you learning is English? What is your
Ma'am, I
purpose?
yes, I said I'm a teacher as well as I have done my master in English literature. So many people thought about me if I have done my master in English literature. So maybe there is a chances I am a good at this language also. So, but it is totally different things. That is different things. You have such kind of degrees, but your speaking and communication skills is totally different. So that's the responsibility to me. And nowadays, English is very important. So English, when you learn this language, you gain the lots of confidence, lots of knowledge about regarding only English. So that's all. That's one also reason I want to create an environment at my home, so my kids can learn easily and they can connect with the more activities, how to grow our life. That's such reason, ma'am. I really want to learn this language.
And that's very honest reason because when I became a mother, this the same thinking was in my mind because being an advocate, I should know English first thing. Second, my kid was growing that time, so I thought of okay, let's create an environment for him so that he can also learn with me because
Yeah,
kids learn from home first. They go to school like
correct.
after some years, but when my kid started going school, he was already aware about this language. He can communicate really well, even like before going to the school, so
Hmm.
everything starts from home. So
Yes.
that was the same like my thinking that time. That's
Okay,
great.
but in my side, in my area, there is no atmosphere is English speaking. At my daughter's schools also, every teacher speak lots of the time Hindi. But I want to aware my daughter how to speak. Sometime I talk to with her, and mostly I try, speak to her, speak with your friends. Sometimes your teachers also try to speak. So I'm not too much pressurized because there is no atmosphere. But she can learn so many things from their mother. So I am very sure about that. One day if they will try, so definitely they can achieve in a certain time limit. There is no need to work very hard.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay, so I would like to know that how long have you been working on your English?
I connected with the before I was totally Hindi medium student, 2018. But I enrolled in 2018 and Master of English Literature. That time I aware such kind of language, how I will write whole copies in English language. But before I don't have a little bit of idea. I am not aware. So that time I connected with this language, but I am taking lots of I took a lots of interest in that is literature part. It is my most favorite topics are writers are. So I aware of my choice. I am like that person. I really want to learn something and read a book. That is my hobby. And literature and the writers how they wrote their books. So I was taking interest in there. So that time I should I read lots of books. So that time I lack of performance, lack of knowledge, I found myself. So that time I took a decision I should have to learn this language. So I searching at my YouTube how to speak in a fluently, how to learn this language, such kind of thing. But I'm not continuously learning. I was not continuously. I took learn. I was learning sometime and I quit. That is my journey. But before 4 months back, I continuously I am working this language.
Okay, one more thing that are you a YouTuber?
Yeah, ma'am, I am a YouTuber too.
Okay, so when did you start your channel? Recently or like it's an old channel?
No, ma'am, this is not old channel. I have I had uploaded my first video on 25 Feb. That was my first video, and currently I am working and
Approximately three
I
to four
complete.
months.
Yeah, ma'am, 2 months, 3 months. That is only.
Okay, so are you uploading videos regularly there, like the conversational videos?
Yes, ma'am. Before I was uploaded only once a week, but after that I take the decision to thrice a week and four times in a week. But right now I am after a day and the next day I will upload.
Every alternative. Okay,
Next day, yeah, ma'am.
that's great. That's a great. Okay, so do you also need my introduction? I forgot to introduce myself.
I know very well yourself because I am your subscriber. I am watching your old video. I get the confidence your side. You said like I learn like listening and just speaking. So I very appreciate your method because I am same situation. I am at that time have a phobia of grammar. I'm not good command. I don't want to learn this grammatical because I talk like that is my that time that was like a mathematics for me. I'm not taking the I was not take the interested how to learn grammar and such things. But I said I have done my master, so I have done bachelor also. So the grammar is most important as a teacher. After having some time I decided I should have to learn, so I am also well commanded grammar also. But maybe in a conversation so I make mistake lot of grammatical error, but but I accept. It's okay, it's natural.
Yeah, obviously, I also make a lot of mistakes like in grammar, but that's fine. Time by time, gradually, you will be perfect in this
Yeah.
also. You know what? When I have started my journey, I also, very, I started focusing more on grammar, but it is something which like I don't feel interested in. So I thought, okay, let's leave it. Let's start listening and then speaking. Let's see whether I can improve or not. And I could see the gradual improvements, and then I've realized, okay, grammar is not at all important. It is important only for the people who are in writing profession, or like for they have to study grammar for the study purpose or clearing any
Hmm.
education
Yeah,
exams
yeah,
and all. But for
yeah.
speaking, grammar is not that important. You can learn English
Yes,
even without learning grammar
I
and
yeah,
focusing on
yeah,
grammar just by.
yeah,
But yes, one thing is important. If you're talking to a person who is good in speaking and speaking correct English, then there are chances, high chances, then that you can learn English early as compared to like if you're talking to learners or like the same kind
yeah,
of people. So
yeah.
there's a little
And
bit
you
difference I've realized by the time.
yeah, and because you are observing. some in the front of people,
Somewhat.
they are speaking way you are in, you are taking the like attraction how they speak, so you casually you are copy them. So that's the reason we make mistakes, such
Yeah.
kind of.
No, I have recently realized the things like why am I not improving? What is the problem with me? So I realized, but like from the last 1 year, I've been talking to the learners only.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm talking to the tutors also, but the most of the time I'm practicing with the learners, and they are also making sometimes grammatical errors, and sometimes I'm observing them. And
Yeah, yeah.
this is how I am, habitual of speaking wrong English sentences or
Error.
grammar. So that is also important, that you should be conscious while speaking, or also you should be conscious while you are learning something through the person who is speaking in front of you. Yeah, that's important. So what else you are doing to improve your English other than practicing on one-on-one?
Okay, so ma'am, I do read, I do listen every day, 1 hour every day. This is my routine to doing my home chores every day. Listen a lot, and reading also. It is an essential part for me. And sometimes I write also, and speaking is the most
That's good.
important to me. So that's all about me. And sometimes I taking the grammatical help also, because I forget on that main time when while speaking. So sometime I take something different, and some little bit of vocabulary part also I want to improve. So that is my routine for the speaking.
That's great. So you included all the four aspects of learning English, like reading, writing, listening, and speaking as well. So I
Yeah,
think like that is the reason of your success. You will become successful in speaking this language very soon, because these are the only four things a person need
yeah,
to do work. Like,
yes, ma'am,
and
correct.
the I think you're doing it consistently from last 4 months, you said?
Yes, ma'am, consistently. Sometime I miss the chance for reading because hectic schedule. I have two kids, so sometime I'm not getting the right time for the reading because your mind is not ready for the reading. So you never, that is not good for you. And whenever I
Yes.
try to read, so I read only louder voice. I can hear my voice. This is a technique I use, and I will suggest all the co-learner and learner who really want to improve their English speaking. So you read, and firstly you should have to find out your level, what kind of reader you are currently, and you can understand those kind of book or not. If you are understand, so go ahead. If you are not understand such kind of English, so don't go there. This is a wasting of time. So find out your level and go there.
Absolutely right. So did you also find the difficulty in speaking like with other person when you started, like on the very first step, when you started speaking to other person, did you feel hesitation, nervousness, or something like that?
Yes, ma'am, it is happening because this is a human psychology. It's real every person because right now also I am hesitates little bit because I know very well you are a famous person in a YouTube. Lots of video I watch here, and so many people are watching to you. Like also those sir and Karisma Chauhan ma'am, those are famous. Like, so when you send me message, a little bit of nervousness. I'm not my interview is not doing well. The time I am not did well. So it's happened. This is a human psychology. Whenever I found that that level is good than me. So that time I'm little bit of nervous and hesitate. But because of my level, I self doubt. We can say we
Yes.
have. So it's a
Yes,
okay.
yes,
It's
yes.
happened everything like डर सबको लगता है like that things. So work upon that and go ahead. Everything will be settled sometime after. So don't
That,
uh, improve come your face. Don't hesitate too much and lack of competence. No, take a time, take a pause. Everything will be settled sometime after. 2 minutes, 3 minutes
that's
after. Yeah,
absolutely right. Initially, when you start something, beginning was difficult, but after a few
yeah,
minutes, you feel comfortable. I still
yeah.
remember, not remember, I would like to share one thing with you. Whenever I create any individual video, my own content, starting few minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes, always not recorded well, I don't know, but after 3 minutes or 4 minutes my video is just perfect, flawless.
Oh,
I did not even
yeah,
take any single pause, no
yeah,
mistake, nothing at all. But initially when I started, 3 to 4 minutes like full of editing, I feel so
yeah,
bad. Why? I don't know why it happened with me,
yeah.
but it is very natural.
Natural things.
it,
Yeah.
it takes time to come into the flow. Actually, it takes time.
Ma'am, this one video you will upload, I will upload. Who will?
That's your choice. Both can upload, no issues these days.
So,
Every
ma'am,
person is
please
doing the
give me
same.
your introduction, please. My viewer really want to know about yourself. I know very well, but
Yeah, I
they
was
really
about
want
to
to.
give you,
Yeah.
but that time.
Yeah,
Okay.
that time I think so. You will upload. So that's the reason I never. Yeah, please
No,
go ahead.
I can upload, no issues. We can have another conversation for your channel. That's not an issue. If you
Okay,
want another separate video, we can record it. Like
okay,
after
okay, ma'am.
few days,
So,
whenever I'll get time. Similarly, like randomly, I just message you that okay, I'm
okay, ma'am.
available. Similarly, when I'll available within a week or two, I'll create another video. That's not an issue.
Okay, okay.
So are you
No
feeling
issue.
comfortable now?
Yeah, ma'am. I'm still. I am. Everything is settled down. I'm okay. Yeah.
That's great.
So,
So what
ma'am,
is the
one
name
thing
of
I
your channel?
found also. Yeah. So
No,
my
you tell
channel
me.
name is yeah English with Naziya. This is my channel name. So I started by zero subscriber, but right now I have a more than 120.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. So this is a good for me. I'm every day I am improving, and people are trusting me. So that's good for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes, ma'am. So I found one thing that is you speak with your heart. Every what kind of information you have, what is your feeling, you without hesitation, without thinking what people will judge me, and you have a lots of subscriber. I know very well. So without hesitation, you speak. So I am a same person also. I want to make myself, what exactly what you are doing. Give the people your opinion about that. There is no need to something hiding. So
Yes.
you're yes, you are you lots of time you were sharing your journey regarding English. So listen a lot, lots of the time you speak very clearly. I hesitate, I made lots of mistake at my son's school like that things, ma'am. So I am very inspired your word, because if you speak really, and so people get the lots of knowledge from you, and they can learn so many things, and they can get the confidence from you. If they can make mistake, because you are right now, in my point of view, you are a perfect, but you are still saying, I am not perfect, I am
Yes.
making mistakes. So you are accepting yourself, I am making mistakes. So I get the confidence, because such kind of personality, they have a lots of subscriber, they motivate to other learner, co-learner. They are making mistakes, so I am okay. I am only there. I have done only 2 months here. So there is no need to hesitate, and lots of and self doubt like that things, ma'am. So
Okay, Nadia, first of all, thank you so much that you watched a lot of videos of mine. I can understand by your content. Like you have watching from like that time when I went to like Mitan's school, I can understand. So thank you so
yeah.
much for that. And I really feel very great when somebody says like my videos inspire them. I feel really good. Like, okay, my efforts are not going to waste. People are understanding, people are improving, and they are doing something new in their life. So I'm so glad that you watch my channel and you inspire. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This is my pleasure. Yeah.
Okay, Nazia, it's lovely talking to you. We'll try to connect in the future again whenever you
Yes,
will get
ma'am.
time or like I'll get time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
lovely talking to you. And yes, you said
From
one thing
my
very
side also.
rightly, that you should always speak from your heart. Whatever comes to your heart, you should speak. If you will try to copy someone or you will try to hide something, you are not going good. People can catch you. Every
Yes,
person
ma'am.
can
They
understand.
they are
It is the
very
human
intelligent.
instinct.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. So you are
So that's
speaking for your profit, without thinking what people will, because increasing your subscriber like that thing. So I am never realize such kind of person. But you are the person, you speaking on your way. There is no need to, lots of like things. You are but just doing your work. So I am very appreciate such kind of person and personality. So I am inspiring your this kind of personality, and I am improving. Lots of people also improving. They can improve.
that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a lovely talking to you. And yeah, thank you so much for joining.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much giving me your time, and I am waiting for your your side. So I will wait again for my channel. Okay, ma'am. Nice to
Sure,
talk to
sure,
you.
sure.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.